Just outside a busy city, there lived a young person named Zane. Zane was known for one thing, talking big. Every evening they would gather a small crowd at the tea stall talking about their dreams. "One day, I'll be the best footballer this city has ever seen," Zane said with confidence. But when the sun rose, Zane's actions didn't match their words. Their mornings were spent sleeping and their afternoons scrolling through their phone. One evening, an old individual named Kiris joined the crowd. Kiris was quiet, observing Zane's speech. When the crowd dispersed, Kiris approached him. "Do you truly want to be the greatest?" Kiris asked. "Of course. It's my destiny," Zane replied confidently. Kiris smiled faintly and handed Zane a small notebook. "This notebook is magical. Write your dreams in it, but remember, it only works if you act on them." Before Zane could question him, Kiris walked away, disappearing into the night. Curious, Zane flipped open the notebook. The first page had a single line: "Talk less, do more." The turning point. That night, something clicked in Zane's mind. He realized he'd been talking about greatness, but never working for it. The next morning, instead of sleeping in, he laced up his old, worn-out football shoes and headed to the field. Alone, he practiced until his legs ached and his shirt clung to his body with sweat. Days turned into weeks. Zane stopped visiting the tea stall. His friends mocked him for his absence, calling him a dreamer who would fail. But Zane said nothing. He was too busy training, running drills, learning strategies, and studying the game. One day, a coach named Lyric noticed Zane practicing tirelessly in the rain. "Why are you out here alone?" she asked. "Because I have something to prove," Zane replied, his voice steady. Impressed by his dedication, Lyric invited Zane to join her training academy. There, Zane faced players who were faster, stronger, and more experienced. He was outmatched, but he didn't quit. While others laughed at his humble beginnings, Zane worked silently, improving bit by bit. The rise months later, a state-level tournament was announced. Zane's team made it to the finals, but their star striker was injured. The coach had no choice but to put Zane in the spotlight. The stadium was packed. Zane's heart raced as the whistle blew. The opposing team was formidable, scoring 2 goals in the first half. At halftime, the team's morale was low. Zane spoke only one sentence: "Trust me." In the second half, Zane played like a person possessed. He intercepted passes, dodged defenders, and coordinated with his teammates. With minutes left, the score was tied 2-2. Then came the final moment. Zane dribbled past 3 defenders, leaped, and struck the ball with all his might. It soared through the air and landed in the top corner of the net. The crowd erupted. Zane's team won, and he was hailed as the hero. Reporters swarmed him, asking for interviews, but Zane simply smiled and said, "Talk less, do more." The legacy years later, Zane became a celebrated footballer, inspiring countless young players. He never forgot the lesson from the notebook: actions speak louder than words. The notebook, now tattered and worn, stayed with him as a reminder of his journey.